Hey, we're back with Build a Website with Me Part 2, where you build a website with me. That's kind of what it is. It's also about using Bootstrap Templates. So we've downloaded a nice template from startbootstrap.com. We looked at Font Awesome a little bit. And I've edited some of the copy from the last video, but haven't really made any major changes. So I also added we already went over that, never mind. Okay, so let's see. I've been doing some thinking, and we're going to build out the curriculum section a little bit more. I want to add a similar thing for photos of our staff members, actually under here. And I think I'd like it to be a different color. I'd like it to be this orange color, I think. I don't know if that's going to be too orange, but well, let's just try it without for now and see what happens. So we're going to navigate to the highlights section. And the thing about using templates is you really want to try not to change too much, because they have, like, their styling is already done for you, and you want to try not to change class names or things like that if you can avoid it. Of course, that's sometimes unavoidable, but I'm going to do some commenting here. This is going to be photos. Okay, nicely formatted. Alright, so this is going to be, maybe it should be a different, I don't know. See, on one hand, I think it should be a different section. Yeah. I feel like it should be staff, right? Like, it should be a different section. Fine. We're going to make a different section. Okay, section, class equals, what's the one above? Doesn't have a class. Alright, there's no class. Just need an ID. So ID equals staff. Okay, and we need to add in a anchor link for that. So it's about, we're going to put it after curriculum. We'll say staff. We got to change the anchor link here. Cool. Alright, now we can go ahead and copy most of this. Okay. So I want the styling to be pretty much the same. We'll edit some of it in a second. Alright, so this should say staff. Here are our teachers. Teachers at code GHS. Alright. So we don't need 4 columns, there's only 3 of us, so we know what to do with Bootstrap, don't we? Yes, the answer is yes. Please just tell me that you're watching at home and you said yes. This should be 4. This should not be column medium 6, because that's going to stack them. Oh, maybe not. Oh yeah, we don't want it like that. We can actually just get rid of this, and it'll stay 4, I think. I don't know if I want it 3 across. Let's make it 3 across on medium also. Okay, notice how you really need to have a good mastery of Bootstrap to really work with these, okay? Otherwise you're just going to wind up with something that looks like everything else. And, you know, you don't really want that. Like, it's okay, it's really not too big of a deal. But you really need to be able to do some work in these, to customize it the way that you actually want it. You know, you should not be handing in projects that are basically just a template with text in it. That's not what I'm looking for. And that's not what you guys have been trained to do. You know how to make these look great, so that's what we're expecting. Anyway, so we're going to need some more things in here. We need, instead of icons, we're not going to use Font Awesome. We'll get a nice name, so I'll put my name here. And some text. Matt Myers teaches things. I don't know what I'm going to write there. It'll be a bio of each person. We just don't know what it's going to be yet. Then here's Kate Bolger. Kate Bolger also teaches things. And then here's Eric, who's our new teacher. Teaches intro, is the newest person to teach things. There we go. Okay. So no photos yet. They haven't let me do photos of them. Let's see. Let me pause and find a photo of myself so that we can at least do this for the tutorial. So give me one moment. .jpg. So we need to go ahead and put that into our image folder. Where's me? There's me. Me.jpg. Okay. And then we're going to need to place that into here. Let's put it above. Why not? Image. I don't know. I always forget if it's href or source. We'll find out. And this should be, it's in the root folder, so it should just be image.me/me.jpg. Let's see what happens. Nothing happens. It's probably because it's got to be source. Whoa, that's a big picture. Okie dokie. Well, we're going to need to do some text or some styling. So let's give it a class. We'll say staff photo is the class name. Let's go ahead to our CSS. And actually, it's a good idea whenever you're working with template CSS. You know, you've been trained to have an overrides CSS file. We're going to do the same thing. Okay, you want to try not to edit over pre-made style sheets because the thing is, well, you don't want to break them, and you never know when you might want to use the base again. So we're going to go ahead and link overrides. We do some stuff. So it was staff photo. And I really don't want this to be any larger than it needs to be, so max width should be 100% of its container. There we go. And let's see, if we do that, we're going to have a lot of pictures, so let's make it not 100%, let's do 80%. Alright, so that's not bad. I think it's actually still a little too big. No, it's too small. Cool. And what if I wanted to round it a little bit, which I do. I like the circular thing. This one feels circular. So it's I think it's corner radius. Let's see. Let's Google it. Round an image CSS. There's a will there. Border radius. Duh. Border.radius. 50% is to make it a circle. Nope, that's to make it an oval. We don't really want an oval, do we? What's 30? That's hideous. What's like, how do you make it a circle? Is it 100? No, 100 doesn't quite do it. Oh, maybe because it wasn't already a circle. We'd probably have to set the width to be set. We'd probably have to make it a square first, right? Nope, that wasn't it either. Huh. This is strange. Alright, maybe 100% is wrong. Maybe it works with pixels. Yeah, sorta. So what if we did like 150? No, there's like a limit to the number of pixels you can do, right? Like 2,000 won't work. No. Alright, well, let's just leave it at maybe a less rounded thing. We'll just set it to be like a, we'll make it, instead of a perfect circle, we'll just make it slightly rounded. Like that. Seems fine. Even though everything there is square. Doesn't really make sense. Yeah, let's just take it out. Alright, that was fun. Maybe we want to add a border. I don't know. I'll just put an ugly border on it for now, and we'll leave it there. So we'll say 1 pixel, solid. I'm going to make it a little bit gray. Let's see. Sure, that seems fine. All right, so we're going to do the same thing for the other ones too. I'm going to make my picture everyone else's picture, mostly because I'm vain. No, it's just because I don't have pictures for everyone yet. But it'll be a good placeholder so we can see if our design looks nice. And there you go. Everybody looks pretty similar, but that's all right. It's fine for now. All right, something I don't like is that this highlight section kind of goes right into the staff section. There's no real break. Notice how the color differential here does break it up. I'd like to do the same thing, I think. I think I'd like to make it the same orange. Let's try it with the same orange. So if we want to do the same orange, let's look at the CSS. Looks like it's in header. BG primary is the class. Let's try what BG primary does. Class equals BG-primary. That does make it the correct color, which is nice. We're gonna have to change our text here. So let's see. What they called it is class was light, and then section heading, and text faded. So the horizontal rule was a light rule, and we want text faded, not muted. Faded. 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 Looking better. Cool. Alright, I like it because it's a little bit more red, and our school colors are red. Now we are going to need to make this, I think, slightly more red. Right now it just looks kind of orange. I'd like to make it a little bit more noticeably red. But that's a good template for now. When we get more content, we'll fill it in. You guys don't need to be on the line for that. Alright, cool. So let's scroll down to student work, where we get to display all the awesome stuff you guys do. Alright, we click it, and, well, nothing happens. I wonder what's supposed to happen. Maybe it's supposed to link to something. Let's see. Looks like there's the caption. Maybe it's just a hover caption. When you click on it, I think it's supposed to do something. And just display an image. Alright, so I think what we'll have it do is these will link to the actual projects, because again, you guys are making real products. They will be on the internet, and we can link to them. So that'll be cool. So we should probably set up the framework for that, and then what I think we should do, and we'll do this in the next video, is we should set up a system where we can very easily feature content. I don't know if that's a good idea. I want to make it so that you guys can run it, but at least administer this part. I don't know. I got to think on that a little bit, but let's at least set it up so that if we wanted to do something with an RSS feed and a blog or something like that, it's possible. So, well, it actually already is set up, but I want to give these specific IDs. Let's see. So these are linking to nowhere right now, which is expected. The caption is a certain color, which we will also have to change because it's not going to match our new color. Maybe we should do this part in another video. All right, let's do the color next, because the color, we're gonna have to do some styling with the color. So if we look at our creative.css, it looks like the color we're looking for is this one. Yeah. Man. That's definitely the one. Everything with link is the same color. Right, so you basically want to change all instances of F05, F40. Got 14. Alright, so we need to pick something slightly more red. Okay, and it's F05, F40. Is that what it was? That was this color. So we need something a little bit more red, I think. Maybe a little darker. I don't know, I'm kind of privy to the light red. Just not as orange. That's pretty red. Let's try this one, F34221. I want to try it on something that it will be, yeah, right here. This will be good. Because background primary is the background of that main thing. F34, F21, 221. F34221. Okay, cool. Let's see what happens. I don't know what's going to happen. Alright, that's definitely more red. I think it's a little too red. Let's try something slightly scaled back. F3451F. Maybe still too much. Getting closer though, I definitely like that color a little bit better. That's definitely getting orange. I want to be red and not orange. That's almost pink. F3482D. Ah, that is definitely good. Yeah. Alright, it's a subtle difference, but this is definitely more red, but not overpoweringly red. Okay, so I like that color. Let's go ahead and use that color. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace all instances of the old color with the new one. But I'm going to stop there because that's enough for one video. So we did some styling. We created a new section in our template. What we're definitely going to do next time is we're going to figure out what to do with this section and how to link up some student work. But until then, I will see you.